Right, early morning litter pick just started up here. I've filled a bucket already. Now there's a lady called Tara who comes and picks up the bottles and cans along here. So I've left them there for you by the side of the bin for you. Yeah. I didn't put my sweatshirt on this morning because I thought, oh, you know what, it's going to be a nice warm day, and I got down here, I'm absolutely freezing. But the sun has just broken over there, and it's going to hit along there. As I was coming down here, I saw the most amazing light on the buildings, and I thought, oh damn, I should have been down here half an hour ago. But here we are, downtown, doing another litter pick. I was out in the mountains yesterday. I did one of my campfires out there yesterday, if you see the video from yesterday, and it was very nice. Insane traffic on the way back, so I think today's going to be the same because it's a beautiful sunny day. So instead of being out in the mountains with amongst a million cars, I will be downtown picking up some garbage. Right, let me go and see what I can find. Gonna head down into downtown along here. I did the other side of the road there the other week, and I'll see if I can find anything on this side of the bridge this week. Yeah, actually looks pretty good. A couple of cigarette ends there. I'm just going to grab those. Yes. It's really green, isn't it? Yeah. Nice. Right. I shall head on downtown. Down that way. Right. Heading into downtown. Very nice. That's a nice light on the building. Very nice indeed. Right, a little bit of garbage here. Let me grab that and be on my way. Head down into the park. The sun is very nice when it gets here. There's a little bit of a wind. I have to admit, there is a little bit of a wind. There's a bottle top. Right, let me grab that. Let's do that shot across there. Oh yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, this is part of my usual route. I normally head up that way, but I'm going to go downstream today. See if I can find some more garbage down that way. Right, here's the bridge. I'm going to head down that way. I do like those chairs. Oh, very nice indeed. Yeah, not sure who put those there or whatever, but they're actually very nice. I like those. That's some huge chairs. Yeah, very good. The sun's very good too, isn't it? Look at that. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Right. Well, one advantage of coming down here this time of the morning is there's just about nobody up. It's about, I don't know, 6:30. As you can see, they've repainted a lot of the bicycle lines and what have you. And this is good. Very nice. Yeah. So far, what have we done? 2 buckets so far. This is my second bucket. Not bad at all. I filled up 1 bucket at the top of the hill, which is pretty unusual. But a lot of it was bottles and cans, which I've saved up for Tara. She does collect them up. I can't remember why she collects them now, but she does. So we shall do that for her. Saves her having to wander around the park to find them. Yeah. Just they get recycled. The river's dropped down a little bit. That's good. See, look, there's a piece of garbage in the river there. Look, there's a piece of plastic or wrap or something. Damn. This is what people don't realise. All this stuff. I picked up probably 50 cigarette ends already today. At least 50. And they end up in the river. And it's they're plastic, and they are not good for the river, people. So please put your cigarette ends somewhere safe. Don't chuck them on the ground. Yeah, it's disgusting. Somebody has to come along and pick them up. If it was you that had to pick them up, you wouldn't chuck them on the ground. So let's have a look up along here. This all looks pretty good. Yeah, it's all grown up nicely. They planted that all up with like native plants and flowers and stuff. And the bees and the bugs all love that. Yeah, they love all that, that's for sure. Yeah. That there is Centre Street Bridge. It's downtown. I'm going to head up along this way. I'm going to head out towards probably Inglewood today and see what I can find along there. That's a nice fireweed down by the river there. That's very nice. I like that. It's a nice shot. Oil wheat grows well. Yeah. Excellent. Very nice. It's nice stuff. Yeah. I find quite a lot of garbage down on these steps. People come down here and they sit and have something to eat. There is a bin up top. Yeah. I don't know what that bird is, but certainly getting a move on. Yeah, very nice. Right, on I go. It's a good time of the day to be out and about down here, eh? Yes. I've seen about 2 or 3 people out running. It's nice. As much as I don't mind bumping into people and meeting people and all that kind of stuff, it's I was out in the mountains yesterday. The peace and quiet was absolutely amazing. It, had a nice campfire. Looks like the poppies, all the flowers have gone off the poppies. There was a whole bunch of poppies over there the other week. Right, so I'm going to head down that way and see what I can find. Going to head down along the path that way. The stuff I find, I just found a bunch of like threaded rebar rod. Yeah. Right, here comes somebody on the bike. Somebody out making the most of the early morning peace and quiet. Right, I found a whole bunch of cigarette ends here, so let's see if I can get rid of some of those. Well, bucket number 2 done. Yeah. Very nice. Not bad at all. Right, let's see if I can get some pictures along there. The purple is. This might be nice for the purple. Let's see if I can get some along here. Yeah, these purple flowers here, I'm not quite sure what they are, but the bees in that love them. Yeah. Excellent. Very nice. That sun's certainly come up nice along there. There's nothing in the bucket. They all think there's something good in the bucket for them. It's just garbage. Yeah. Every time I come across somebody with a dog, they always think there's something good in the bucket. Right. Coming down into downtown here. New pictures on the wall. I'm not sure if that's a new one or not. I don't know if I've seen that one before, but I'll do a picture of it just in case. Yeah, this one looks nice. Right, head down along here, see if there's any garbage under here. Yeah, it's rather a nice shot. Now this is a reminder, although we live in a city full of millionaires and billionaires, there's also a lot of homeless people in this city too. See, under here we have a homeless camp. There's a lot of them around. There's a loon. Hello, loon. And not just a loon with a camera either. I know. Yes, there's a loony with the camera. Yes. It's a subtle reminder that there's 2 sides to society. Yeah. Right. And there we go. Not sure what that bird was. It was in a hurry. Morning. They did some more painting on the bridge. I saw a picture. There's a guy that posts pictures on Flickr as well, a guy called Chris Toombs, and he does a lot of Calgary downtown pictures. It's one of the reasons I came down here today, actually, because when I came down the other day, they had a lot of the bits here where the bridges closed off. There's more homeless people across here. This is the end of the town we tend to find most of the homeless people. That building there, this stripy looking coloured building right in the middle, that is the drop-in centre. That's where people can come and stay. They're all along here. They did a bunch more pictures along here. I'm trying to find the one that he did yesterday. See if I can find it. It's along here somewhere. Yeah. Right, there's a face. Yes. It was here somewhere, I know it was. That's quite a nice one. Yeah. They swap out the street. Ah, this looks like, is this it? This looks like it could be it. They swap out the street art every now and again. Different artists get a chance to come and paint their stuff on the bridge supports and stuff. Yes, this is it. This is the one. Yes. Very nice. We have somebody's mattress down there, so I don't know whether somebody's sleeping down there or what, I don't know. But I won't go and disturb them just in case they are. Yeah. Cool, yes. That was the one that I saw. Very cool, yeah. I like that. That's actually very good. Yes, excellent. Well done. Right, I will continue on down this way. See what I can find. That's good timing. So we've got the downtown train. This is part of Calgary's LRT. Heading into downtown. They call that audience participation. Oh, no worries, no worries. Yeah. Right. Just found some polystyrene. So I like following polystyrene because that's a million pieces of garbage I don't have to pick up later. Yes, if I can get it in chunks. This building here, I do have some pictures of this building when it was pretty much the only building along here. Now it's surrounded by buildings. They did knock everything else down, but this was what was left. Yeah, it's very nice. Nice fooderies in there. Yeah, nice fooderies. So I'm going to head on down towards, I think I'm going to go down towards Inglewood. I think I'm going to head down that way, see if I can find some garbage along there. I'm on bucket. I just filled one bucket, literally, behind me. There was a whole pile of crap, and I just filled one bucket, literally, in about 10 feet. So bucket number 4 we have started. On we go. Right, that's that area cleaned up. It's not too bad over there. Not too bad. A couple of little bits along here. There's some nice benches over here. I do find quite a lot of garbage over by these red benches here. So I'm just going to go and check that out. There's a few bits here I can see in front of me. I'll grab those on the way. This is all bow cycle, and I'm going to head down. Right, this area down, I just literally just filled that bit there. So I'm now starting bucket 5. This area down here, this is like a community garden. People come and grow their own plants and flowers and things. I love to see this stuff. It's absolutely brilliant. So I don't tend to film down through here if there's a lot of people down in here. So and the kids' playground looks like it's empty, so I will head over there and make sure there's no garbage in the kids' playground. I don't like filming in here if there's full of kids in that playing, but as you can see, there's nobody here. Yay! So we'll get this cleaned up. I can't actually see any garbage, so that's good. Let's see, one disposable knife and fork over there, and that is it. I do like this playground because it's all like spongy. So right, I'll just clean this up and then I shall carry on. Just volunteer, yeah. Right.
Very nice of you.
I just
You're from England?
yeah, originally, yes.
Oh, yeah,
Do you mind if you're in my video? Is it okay if you're in my video? Because you've got a Tim Hortons cup, so I've got to get you.
Sure.
Here we have a Canadian enjoying the sunshine first thing in the morning. Cup of Timmy's, doesn't get much better, soaking up the sunshine. That's what life's all about. Right, I'm going to head on down that way. Right, just did a clean up over at the kids park there. Just bumped into a guy, had a nice chat with him. This is one of the off-leash dog areas downtown. Looks like a kids playground, doesn't it? It's actually a kids playground for dogs. Yeah, there's none in there at the moment, so that's okay. They're setting up over here. This is for Canada Day celebrations tomorrow. On Tuesday, sorry. I may come down, I might bring my good camera down and do some pictures. There's a lady here that dresses up like a big Canadian maple leaf, and I've taken her picture probably 3 or 4 times over the years. And I always feel sorry for her because it's always a roasting hot day and she's got this great big foam costume on. Anybody that looks through my photos will see several pictures of her, and she's always down here, does a great job. Oh, there's a bit of garbage there. So yes, this is East Village, very nice part of the town, and it's keeping it clean, one bucket at a time. This piece of plastic right there, that's coming out. Right, this piece is nice and clean. It is now. It's got most of a bucket full out of there. Yeah. Right. We just empty this out of here. Oh, another couple of bits of garbage there. Let me just grab those 2 bits there. Right, let's get those out of there. Let's say this is East Village. Very nice. Right, that's Fort Calgary over there. And up back onto the pathway. On it. Happy soul, wasn't he? Yeah. Some people just got a face like a bag of smashed apples. Yeah. That was one on. Yeah, some people take life way too seriously. They really do. Yeah. Life's not a rehearsal, people. Get out and enjoy it. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to head down onto the pathway and do some more, and I'm going to head up to Inglewood, which is over that way. Right, let me head along here, see what I can find. This piece down through here is fairly clean. Ooh, that water's flowing pretty good. Yeah. Right across here where I'm standing now used to be a train bridge that went straight across here. I'll grab that bag there in a minute. Went straight across here and straight on down that way, and that was the main rail into this end of the city. And then as you can see, it's all green space now. It's all Fort Calgary now. That's all green space. Yeah, this is the Elbow River. This is where the Elbow River joins the Bow River. That's the Elbow River over there. That's the Bow River over there. Look at the difference in current. Like just here with the slack water, then you look how fast it's flowing out there in the Bow. Right, I'm going to head on down through Inglewood and see what I can find down there. Nice to see the old windmill and the veggie garden all back in use again. Yeah, the train stopped on the bridge over there. Yeah, we're going to head up and around over that way, I think. This is the new pedestrian bridge that they built. Yeah, no, I can make a loop. I could go up around that way, I guess. Yeah, I could go up around this way and over the other side. A lot of people on these scooters, eh? Some people like them. Personally, I don't like them. Right, let me clean up this mess and we go. Right, so here we are. If you look at the different colours of the water, look at the brown here, see the sediment in it, and then it gets out into the Bow. This is the Elbow River down here. That's the Bow River over there. Yeah. Wow. Yes. That's flowing a little different, that's for sure. Yeah. There's so many nice walkways and pathways around Calgary. If you look everywhere you see, like, it's still early o'clock at the moment, but it's once all the cyclists get out of bed, right here it's Sunday morning. There's some more here. Yeah, there's people on bikes everywhere all over the city. It's a very bikeable city. I'm going to head along down the back way here. I'm going to head along, I guess I go over to the Zoo Bridge and come back up the other side. Or maybe come back this way, I don't know. We'll see. It depends how much garbage I find. Yeah. Just off to this side of me over here, there's two of the oldest buildings in Calgary over here, a couple of old log cabins. But, oh, they've got the tents over the top of them now. If you look over there, the white log cabin, yeah, that's been there a long time. Yeah. Yes. Oh, these trees along here, this is how fast these things grow. See these trees here? They put these in not long ago, and as you can see, they're now actually doing very, very well. Yeah, a little bit of garbage there, so we shall grab that on the way through. Yeah. Right. Right. Here we are. This is where the other side of the bridge would have been. Right here. And that's what this berm is along here. Let's just grab that. I'm not sure what that is. Piece of fluff or some description. I don't know. Right, so that's the new footbridge over that way. That's going down into, that's all the Inglewood over there. Very nice part of the city. This is where the bridge would have come out, on this corner here. Now I sat down in here once, just down on the side of the river. What was that lady's name? Cheryl Meisenheimer, I think her name was. Very unusual name. She was from Timmins, I seem to remember, in Ontario. And she was down here, her and her son were here. And we're right across here. That's where the bridge used to be, straight across there, onto this berm. And that's what this berm is. This berm was actually the railway track. People don't realise that, but this was actually the railway track all along here, and heading on down and out of the city that way. Right, some garbage there, let me grab that. Following the old berm along, this piece here, it looks like they finished it. This was part of a water pumping station thing that they put in for the something to do with the floods. Just grab that bit of paper there. Yes, this was something to do with the floods. This piece here, looks like they finished whatever it was. They put in a bunch of new trees, that's nice. All new trees is good. Yeah, there was a pumping station here that went across to the same kind of thing over there. Yes, that over there is St George's Island, or what have you. Yeah. Yes, it looks like we've got some new willows and what have you gone in here. That looks nice. Excellent. This is a nice walk along here. My plan is maybe I will head up and around. Yeah, I'll go over the bridge down here, cut across, down through the island, back up through, and then I can make my way back down through downtown again. Excellent. On I go. This is all part of the bikeable pathway system around Calgary. As I've said in some of my other videos, we've got about 1,200 kilometres, I think it is, of bike paths in and around Calgary. This is that's Inglewood over there. There's a very nice bed and breakfast along there somewhere. It's a grey colour building. I can't remember what it's called, but people come from all over to stay there. Very nice place. I can't remember what it's called now. It's just here somewhere. It's a grey building. Yeah. Right. So I will head along here, see what I can find. Oh, found some garbage. Right. I will put this camera away and I will head on. This is the new 12th Street Bridge. Anybody that's seen my videos will know that the original one used to go straight across there. This is the pathway. And the pieces, the old ends of the bridge that they saved, because I wanted to know what they were going to do with the signs, because I said to the city they should be preserved and kept, and they did. And these are the ends. So what they did is they saved both the ends of the bridges and put them in here. Yeah, which I think is really great. I really like to see that. Preserves a bit of history. People are very keen on just throwing history away. Oh, I see some garbage around here, so we'll pick that up. That's the new bridge. The old bridge went straight across. The problem with going straight across is it had a very sharp 90-degree turn on the end of it. The new one's more of an angle, so it's a better angle for traffic. Right, a little bit of garbage here. Let me get this cleaned up and I shall be on my way. So there's the ends of the old bridge. There's a sign there. If you look in my photos, you'll actually see the old bridge. There's a sign that tells you all about it. Yeah. There's the new bridge. And I'm going to head up into Inglewood. Not sure what's going to be open, if anything. Yeah, it's a bit early. It's early morning, Sunday o'clock. Yeah, as you can see, traffic's huge. So much traffic, it's just crazy. There's a really good little burger place down here. Oh, just on the left hand side, like Inglewood Drive-In or something it's called. They do really nice little burgers and that in there. Right, let me grab this little bit of litter and I should be on. This here is downtown Inglewood. This is nice parts of the city. I like it down in here. There used to be a really nice diner up in here. Haynes Diner used to be up in here, but I'm just going to cut across the road and see what's in the building now. It's I used to go for breakfast there every single day when I was downtown. Unfortunately it closed down, so I'm not sure what's there now. They've put a lot of the outdoor patios along here. This was Cane's, this one here. Not sure what's in there now. This used to be the best breakfast. Exotic ice creams and brunch. What did they do in there? Oh, they ripped out all the nice tables, changed all the inside. It was like a 1960s diner. It was really cool. I guess they've made it all prim and proper now. I bet they got prim and proper pricing too now. Oh yeah, haven't they just? Yeah. Oh well, that's a shame, because see the old Harley Davidson badge on the door? That used to be the best breakfast in town, no question. Fantastic people, really sad to see them gone. Yeah. Yes, right. A little bit of garbage here, and I'm going to cut across to where the old army surplus place used to be. Over that's there. Interesting because the hat place is in there now. That used to be the motorcycles. That was Harley motorcycles in there. You used to go in through those orange doors over there, and that would take you into the back way into the diner. Yeah. I guess the hat place has moved to there. The hat place used to be over here next to the army surplus place. So this place over here had been here a long time. Yeah. I believe this guy, if I'm right in saying, has moved out to Drumheller. Yes. This was the Harley motorcycle place. That was the old army surplus was in there. Shame to see there going Crown. What was it called? Crown something or other. Anyway, Crown Supplies I think it was called. And the building next to it over there, that was the hat place. And then just down across here, I will cross the road here. The old livery stables and that are over here. Yeah. I don't know if you ever saw the TV show Canadian Pickers. They go all over, and I'm not sure how much of that was 100% genuine, but that place over there was their place. Yes. The old livery stable, that was where they used to operate from. Live over here, see if they cleaned out the back of this, the old army surplus place. This all used to be full of tanks and tents and Christ knows what. Yeah, no, they cleaned it all out. I guess this whole site is up for redevelopment, I guess. Yeah, shame because that's been there a long time. Yeah. Old livery stables. There used to be a place over here called Bees that used to do very nice breakfast. They used to do amazing bacon, really nice bacon. I'm not sure if it's there anymore. I don't think it is. I think it's closed down as well. But, a lot of the fooderies, what I call the everyday diner fooderies, they all close down because they all become these hip and trendy places that the hip and trendy people go. But that's a very short-term market. That doesn't stay. That market's a niche market. It starts, it goes, and everybody thinks, oh, this is fantastic, you know, we're making all this money, and then it doesn't stay. If you take somebody like Harley Diner, been there for decades. Yeah, it was an institution in Calgary. It, yeah, little train over there. We've got that Kansas City Southern and the CP. Where that fence is along there, you used to be able to walk all the way along there. That was a nice walk all the way along there. Go along the back way. But yeah, looks like they changed that. Oh, I see some more garbage over here. Right, let me grab this bit of garbage by these benches and. So I'm just wandering around town, and the other week I was out in the mountains and I met a young lady called Tamara, and here's a little dog down here, and I met a lady called Tamara, and I'm just walking through there, and this lady is also called Tamara. What's the odds? That's two Tamaras I've ever met. Right, I must confess, this place was a legend in its time. Somebody told me it was closing down or has closed down. I'm not sure. It's a real shame if it has. This was the bookstore. Let me tell you. If you wanted a book, if they didn't have it, it didn't exist. These people had everything. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. See, they've made the park over there quite nice now as well. There's a kids park over there. It's part of the school expansion there thing, I think. Now, I'm wondering if, because I can see some garbage over there in the park, I'm wondering if I can get across there without getting crushed in the road. Right, let's see what I can do. Oh, this is rather pleasant. Just come through here. New trees now they've gone in. They just redone all this. This was just a piece of vacant ground for the longest time. And we actually have another stone circle in Calgary. Another one. Yeah. There are several stone circles in Calgary if you know where to look for them. I know there's one made of this big sandstone blocks. Hey, look at that. Look at the cranes. Look at that. 4 of them. Wow. Okay, now I'm wishing I had my good camera. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, oh, oh. Where is my good camera? Are they coming in here? They're probably looking at me, looking at them, thinking, who the hell is that down there? Yeah. Isn't that cool? Okay, now I wish I had my good camera. Right. Right. I shall continue on my way, which is over that way and then back across and along the pathway. See, this shows what can be done with a little bit of thought, time and effort, and a little bit of money. This was a derelict piece of garbage ground that had been fenced off for ages, and as you can see, they've now turned it into a really nice little park. And if that's not the cutest little table and chairs, I don't know what is. That is really cool. No, I like that. No, I like that. That's actually really cool. Right, yes. And it is surprisingly clean. I've got a little bit of garbage in my bucket, but that is about it. So, yes, very nice indeed. Right, I'm going to continue on that way. Right, so this is the old railway track site. It used to go across here, and the bridge went across over that way. And that was the one of the crossings across here. So this was all industrial yards all along here. This was all rail track and industrial. That over there is the Fort Calgary. Yeah. And this was the old berm that came in here. As you can see, there's another berm across there that cuts across there. That was part of it. If you ever see any really old pictures of this, was a really big industrial commercial hub, if you want, of Calgary. But I've just started bucket 8. This is bucket 8. But, yes, just bumped into a really nice lady, and her name was Tamara. I can't believe that. Yeah, I bumped into a lady in the mountains, literally in the middle of nowhere out in the mountains. I bumped into a very nice lady called Tamara, and I've just bumped into another lady down here in Inglewood, and her name's Tamara. That's the only two. Now the other week I bumped into a lady down here called what was her name, Layla, and she's the only other Layla that I know, and it's that's insane. Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it? Yeah. I meet all kinds of people, and there's my name, Dave. Oh, you're another Dave. Yes. And who are you? Abdul Rahmani Hamani Emilia Yaya. Yeah. Yeah, you don't see too many of them. That's actually a friend of mine in England. His name was Abdul Rahmani Hamani Emilia Yaya III. Yeah, and that is actually his real name. Yeah. Everybody called him Addy for short. Right, I'm going to head back on over that way and see what I can find. Holy smokes, that was a lot of garbage. From that piece of grass at the other end there to here, I have filled an entire bucket. Yeah, this piece along here was disgusting. Full of garbage. It's not now. Yeah, that whole bucket came from along there. So that's bucket number 8. Okay, that's a lot of people. I've just come over here to the bike lanes. That's a lot of people running past. I'll just let them go. Good grief. Oh, there's more people coming too. Yeah. Quieter in the bike lanes. So I shall head over this way. That is a lot of people. So I'm currently on, I've just started bucket 10. Let's get out of the cycleway. I've just started bucket 10. Not doing too bad. Yeah. At the end of all the people. Yeah. People have nearly ended. Right. Now I can carry on. I think this actually opens on Wednesday, so that should be good. I think the 2nd of July it opens. So as you can see, they've got nice sun lounges in there and all kinds of stuff. You can tell everybody's got up in Calgary now, can't they? All the bikes are out and everybody's out and about doing stuff. Yeah. Right. I'm going to head on across to this way, I think. Oh, some more garbage there. Let me just grab that. Right, well, it's looking fairly clean down here. We will take that. That's good. Right. Oh, you get too close to those. Well, I tell you, don't get too close to them. That dog's in dangerous territory. Yeah. Oh, when they all turn on him, that dog will be out the water fast, I tell you. Yeah. Oh yeah, don't mess with those guys. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that dog realises what he's taking on. They'll put up with so much and then they'll turn on him.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you mess with a Canada goose? No. No, that's not wise.
Uh-oh, he's singling out this one.
Oh yeah, best of luck with that.
He's like a herding dog.
Best of luck with that. Yeah, that dog doesn't realise how much trouble he's in. Yeah, that dog doesn't realise how much trouble he's in.
What's that?
He doesn't realise how much trouble he's in. If they turn on him, oh, let me tell you. Yeah. They'll just swim around in circles and wear him out.
Great sound, though.
Oh yeah.
It's a dog's dream.
Yeah. Last time we had somebody down here doing the whip thing, there was an older guy down there.
Yeah.
Somebody called the police. They said, "Oh, shots fired in the park."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
It
get you
sounds
that.
like it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody will phone you. Watch, the police will be down here in a minute.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, there's an old guy that does it down the other side of there early in the
really?
morning. Yeah.
Do you work down here, or are you?
No. I shall head on up over the bridge. Right. I was just chatting to all these people over here on their phones, and they're all chasing Pokemon. Apparently, there's a rogue Pokemon in the park here somewhere. I don't know. If I see one, I'll get a picture of it. Right. So let's heading off out of downtown, out of the park. It's nice to see so many people out and about doing stuff. It's good. That's a nice city shot down through there. Excellent. We'll get down, get that one across there. There we go. That's a nice picture. Right, I'm going to head up across the bridge and go from there. Right, so I stopped at the top, have a rest, because that is 157 steps of hard work. Right, that's the city of Calgary. There's people actually running up and down these steps. They're welcome to it. Right, on I go. I did. Yeah. My name's Dave, by the way.
Michelle.
Michelle, nice to
to
meet
meet
you.
you.
Do you mind being in the video?
Oh.
Yeah. This is a young lady that managed to get up and down the steps in the time it took me to get up the steps. She'd already been down and back up again. So now I feel really bad. What's even worse is she's probably going to go and do it again in a minute.
Oh yes, no. 10 times.
10 times? Oh my God, you're welcome to that. I tell you. You are absolutely welcome to that. Now, my days of doing that are long over. Yeah. Right, I'm going to use this as my closeout shop for several reasons. Firstly, there is some very nice benches along here in the shade, and it's hot out there, and although I remembered to bring my water with me today, it is still blooming hot down there in the sunshine. So that was a 12 bucket day. Well, 12 and a little bit, but we call it 12. It's a 12 bucket day. Picked up a whole bunch of garbage, met some good people. Right, so I will call this the end of this video. I am hot, tired, 12 buckets of garbage off the streets of Calgary, which is not a bad thing. I met another Tamara today. The lady at the top of the steps over there just now was Michelle. And then, as I came out, she was walking along the top, and then she started running up and down the slope. There's an angled slope there as well. I'm thinking, good grief. She says she has to do 10 of each. If I walked up those stairs 10 times, it would kill me, I think. Let alone run up and down. Yeah, either way. I'm here now. I'm at the top of the hill. I'm going to head home, and I will call that it for now. Thanks for coming along.